The distillery, I say, opened in 1995. The visitor centre came 2 years later. It opened in August 1997. It was opened by Her Majesty the Queen. She came along and did the official opening, which was great for the island. And again, this was designed very much with the tourist experience in mind. So the tourists gather here to learn all about the whisky process, and then they're taken into our crofter's cottage where they get a film telling them the background about the company and the story of our whisky. Across they go to the distillery, where they always get a warm welcome from James and the team. They learn all about the process, and then we take them into the tasting bar and we blackmail them. I mean, we let them taste some of the whisky, and then they leave through the shop and hopefully leave with a special memento of their time on Arran.
The recent report on blue economy is showing that 75% of all tourism activity in Europe is within 15 kilometres of the coast. Think of that. And it's also showing that 75% of all maritime economic activity is based on tourism, recreation and amenity.
This is Andy and I checking the spelling, which is probably the biggest joke in the entire talk. And then we've got loads and loads of these panels, and they've got to go to a national monument on a seafront.
We go around and we create immersive experiences to gather data. We're at every county in the country. And then people come to us and they give us their data and intel. And we're not dragging it out of them. And then we grab that information and we give it back to the council, who turn around and then can accurately spend. So for the last year, we've been saving them thousands of pounds in every area around the neighbourhood because we're simply going in and asking on people.
So what have we done? Over £30,000 raised in the last financial year, and that's pretty good. So that's money that nobody from the island is having to put into that, but community groups are being supported to go out there and run projects. Each month, roughly one project a month gets supported, but we've had 30 since its inception.
So we've got this 1 million gallons of seawater, rising and falling, depending on the tidal movement. I think there's 10 tonnes per second coming out of there. That's a huge amount of water when we really open the gates up. And that can last for up to about 20 minutes with the amount of volume of water we have in there. So what we're looking to create there is a little white water centre. We can run it for one person, or we can run it for 20 people.
The Art Month is something special because in November nothing happens on the island. We don't have any tourists because why should they? It's bad weather. So we make it something special, and there were 3 people gathering saying, what should we do to get people to the island? A lot of people come to the island to buy art, and there's a lot of art because there are 100 artists with at least 10 pieces per person that's shown, and most of the art has been sold.
We don't want to just be talking about what's below the surface. We want people to understand how they can enjoy and how they can be an active part of this marine area. For example, some of the ideas we've had is what can you actually see in the MPA, but also things to explore. How can you enjoy yourself? What sort of activities can you do to connect with the sea? So this is sort of the idea that we want to focus on when we're working on how to improve visitors' experience to the island of Arran. We want them to connect with the sea. We want all that to come out. We want them to feel that it does make a difference. And it won't be just because we're saying it. There will be sensing because there is such high community involvement and everyone believes in it and everyone is proud of it.
We make a lot of different toilets. They're not very traditional, so we get a lot of attention for them. This is the one that's locally called the shrimp because of the transparent material. Here is a wavy-shaped one at the Helgeland coast. This is in Lofoten, and it's really a very simple building, but we've got so much attention for it, and it's really nice when it lights up in the darkness and you see that it takes up the shapes of the mountains in the background.
How do you carve space out of walls? How do you feel comfortable? How do you sit against fire, earth, water? All associated with whisky drinking. And again, repeating themes throughout the tale, keeping it simple, robust, timeless, without being too fashionable, So again, trying to sort of pull it all together, the idea of the landscaping strategy, its relationship to the landscape beyond, trying to get something that was cohesive so that the hotel experience didn't feel like a number of different experiences, but what part of a whole.
I'd like to add a warm welcome this evening to our guests and speakers from Denmark, Norway, England and Ireland. I hope you've been inspired by the first day of the conference. I'm certainly inspired by the level of commitment and willingness from everyone here tonight to promote cold water islands.
With every small disaster, I'll let the water still take me away to someplace real. 'Cause they say home is where your heart is set in stone. It's where you go when you're alone. It's where you go to rest your bones.
I'd like also to thank particularly Alistair Dobson and Sheila Gilmer, who in all honesty have taken the profile of Arran to a different level in my opinion.
Our future goal is to take what is a little brand today to 100 million within the next 5 years. And that's touching a lot of people. It's taking product that is very precious and comes from a very precious place out to many people. But Arran is so special, and being able to translate that into a range that you can take out and sell is incredible. It's a dream for me.
It's the synergy that I kind of feel that everybody's got with Arran itself and promoting the Arran brand, and the last sort of comments and the seminar that we just had there sort of, enhances that. But it's been really exciting to sort of listen to so many other people's fresh ideas about promoting the island and promoting business.
There's a lot of opportunities. We've got many strengths that we can play with, and the conference has created a lot of skills and experience sharing, and I think we can benefit from that.
Everybody can have a good idea, but how do you implement that idea? And that's how that commonality of sharing ideas, sharing experiences, and a challenge that's going to come to us all is austerity. The public purse is getting squeezed all the time. And I think the main thing that I've taken from here is, learning from our colleagues in Norway, how they have taken the challenge of, not having, public ablution facilities and putting them in places of outstanding natural beauty and merging, 21st building design into the natural environment. I think that's a challenge that in Scotland we can learn from.
Yesterday was the word love what you're doing rather than going for money. It's about how we sell the product that we really engage with. It's not about the money, it's about the passion.
For me, the thing about this conference is the excitement of the people who are here, the positiveness of the people who are here, the ideas that have been coming out over the last couple of days. I think Arran as a backdrop provides great inspiration to people, and I think that's shown throughout the 2 days of the conference. So I think there's been some really exciting discussions, and I'm really looking forward to see what comes out of it.
What I'm taking away is we're all in the same boat, so to speak. We're all the same family. And I think if there's one thing we should take away is the promise to help each other throughout the year and stay connected. And if one's got a problem, then we're all here to help. And I think we've just got to remember, stick up your hand and ask for help, because there's a whole load of people in this room, and some of them just might have the answer for you.
Yeah, bang on.